did I do wrong? Was I the problem all along? Where do we go from here? 'Cause I think the issue's pretty clear. When you're biting the hand that feeds you, you're killing the person who needs you. I'm not sure what to do, 'cause I don't know how to leave you. I'm holding my breath, I'm counting to 10. I'm one step closer to my death. Gun to your head, will you choose me instead? I'm on my knees begging, please, will you help me? Will you help me? I'm running out of time, so I'm telling lies like they will save my life. Emptying the vase of dead roses and memories of us, 'cause there's nothing left to discuss. When you're biting the hand that feeds you and killing the person who needs you, I'm not sure what to do, 'cause I don't know how to leave you. I'm holding my breath, I'm counting to 10. I'm one step closer to my death. Gun to your head, will you choose me instead? I'm on my knees begging, please, will you help me? Will you help me? Will you help me? Whoa, whoa. How could someone do this to someone else on purpose? Was the time that I wasted on you even worth it? Yeah, I saw a version of you that didn't even exist. I got the things I wanted, just not how I imagined it. Whoa, yeah, yeah. You're biting the hand that feeds you and killing the person who needs you. I'm not sure what to do, 'cause I don't know how to leave you. I'm holding my breath, I'm counting to 10. I'm one step closer to my death. Gun to your head, will you choose me instead? I'm on my knees begging, please, will you help me? Will you help me? Will you help me? I'm holding my breath, I'm counting to 10. I'm one step closer to my used to only see you as perfect in my eyes. Now the sound of your name makes me want to scream. Every image of you, all I see is your lies. It's like you don't even care how I feel. If we can rewrite the story and erase all the parts that are boring, maybe then I wouldn't be here on my own. If we can rewrite the story, go back to a time before we had to learn what it was like to sleep alone. If life was a movie, maybe we'd be fine. Maybe we'd be together and you'd be mine. But we said forever, now forever is dead. If life was a movie, maybe you'd be here. You'd hear my voice and it would be crystal clear. But we said forever, now forever is dead. Forever is dead. Forever is dead. Forever is dead. fell in love with the fucking fantasy. I always imagined it would be you and me. Always blame myself when in reality you were the one who caused the pain. If we can rewrite the story and erase all the parts that are boring, maybe then I wouldn't be here on my own. If we can rewrite the story, go back to a time before we had to learn what it was like to sleep alone. If life was a movie, maybe we'd be fine. Maybe we'd be together and you'd be mine. But we said forever, now forever is dead. If life was a movie, maybe you'd be here. You'd hear my voice and it would be crystal clear. But we said forever, now forever is dead. 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 In my head, we never grow apart. Instead, you never break my heart. You told me you needed time, but you pushed me away. I thought if we could restart, we'd still be a work of art. But we said forever, now forever is dead. 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 If life was a movie, maybe you'd be fine. Maybe we'd be together and you'd be mine. But we said forever, now forever is dead. If life was a movie, maybe you'd be here. You'd hear my voice and it would be crystal clear. But we said forever, now forever is dead. 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 I still find you in every song I listen to. I don't know where I'm going next, 'cause I still need some band-aids to cover up my wounds. So say my place in line, I'm not that far behind, and I'm feeling fine, but it's clear that you're not. So say my place in line, 'cause I'm trying to shine, and all the stars have aligned for me, pointing me in the right direction. But I don't know where to go, it's taking too long to grow. So please say my place in line, say my place in line. They expect me to know all of the answers, but I don't even know who I am. But I know that I lived through it to get to this moment. It shapes me into who I am. So say my place in line, I'm not that far behind, and I'm feeling fine, but it's clear that you're not. So say my place in line, 'cause I'm trying to shine, and all the stars have aligned for me, pointing me in the right direction. But I don't know where to go, it's taking too long to grow. So please say my place in line. Say my place in line. If they see the real me, what if they don't like what they see? All I want is to be free, and all of the monsters under my bed turn into the voices in my head. So I'll keep hanging by a thread until I see a sign. So say my place in line. I'm not that far behind, and I'm feeling fine, but it's clear that you're not. So say my place in line, 'cause I'm trying to shine, and all the stars have aligned for me, pointing me in the right direction. But I don't know where to go, it's taking too long to grow. So please say my place in line. Say my place in line. Say my place in line. Oh, say my place in line. Empty chairs saved for the ghosts of the lost souls. Paranoid, walking at night in the dark alone. Living life, feeling free, but at what cost? I'm going to all the places that I know you're not. I'm obsessed with every minute of every hour of every second, at a table for one, playing solitaire. Saving my breath so I don't waste it talking to a wall. I don't think anyone is aware that I'm lonely in this city where nobody knows my name. And I'm hoping that if I take a different path, it won't be the same. I'm just hoping and praying, anxiously waiting for someone to look my way. But until then, maybe I'm meant to be lonely. Hanging out with my friends, nostalgia and regret. They remember every word that I've ever said. What if I get lost on my own and I never come back to what I've always known, and all the things I've outgrown? I'm obsessed with every minute of every hour of every second, at a table for one, playing solitaire. Saving my breath so I don't waste it talking to a wall. I don't think anyone is aware that I'm lonely in this city where nobody knows my name. And I'm hoping that if I take a different path, it won't be the same. I'm just hoping and praying, anxiously waiting for someone to look my way. But until then, maybe I'm meant to be lonely. I'm trying to find my way in this godforsaken place, but I'm feeling isolated from reality. And I know I'll be okay on this solo one-way train. I was just too busy being swallowed by the thoughts in my brain. Abandoned and anxious, loners only know how to be alone. Now navigating embarrassment. Can no one see how much I've grown? I've grown. I'm trying to show them that I'm not the person that I used to be. 'Cause then maybe I'll realize the problem was never me. I was trying too hard to be who they wanted me to be. So how far am I willing to go away from myself to gain their approval? I'm obsessed with every minute. I just wish someone was in it.
Welcome to the Pop Off Podcast. I'm Derek.
And I'm Matt, and we're here with...
Lex, aka Killing in the Kitchen.
So, Lex, I appreciate you coming, doing the solo artist thing. That's how I discovered you, the Killing in the Kitchen band name.
Yeah, that's a real cool name. What's the inspiration behind that? What's it mean?
I love telling this story because I think it's so ridiculous. But a couple years ago, I want to say I was in like high school. Me and my sister and my friend were like, we're kids, you know, making our own little TV show. And like, I was the star of the TV show. And like, the premise of it was basically like me taking knives in the kitchen and just cutting up random vegetables and like fruits and stuff. And we made a whole bunch of little videos. And one of them was like, oh, dance party. And it was a bad idea, and I ended up like cutting my finger, and no one was home. My parents were not home. It was just us, and we were freaking out. And like, then the like name of the little show we had was Killing the Kitchen, and since then it kind of became my brand name because everyone would not make fun of me, but like my parents grounded me from knives, and like it was a whole thing. And
what happened in here? Why is there red stuff all over the place?
Oh yeah, we were freaking out, but then we cleaned it up. We pretended nothing happened. And like until like one of my friends, or my friend's mom, who like we sent the little videos to, she called my mom. She was like, "What are your kids doing?" But yeah, I kind of stuck with the name, and like when I started doing music, I was like, "This is just gonna be my thing," because I feel like it's a very unique name, and like
it's catchy.
Right, and like I have people like I like gigs and stuff come up to me and be like, "Oh, you're Killing the Kitchen," because you're never gonna meet another Killing the Kitchen.
And we totally get that. Like we are of the same way. Of like we started off with our band, the Pop Off Band, and then like it was the Pop Off Podcast, and like we've done a bunch of everything else where it's like kind of a branding thing now. So we like having it all under that umbrella. So yeah, I totally get that.
I like too the personal tie in with it. Listening to your music. Obviously, it comes from some personal experiences you've had or just things that you've noticed. And I appreciate how, you know, because it is just you doing the singer-songwriter thing, you can really dig into the lyrics. I could pretty clearly say what you were or understand what you were saying most of the time. And I think that it is a good touch. I mean, how does your songwriting come about? What's your kind of connection there with the music?
Yeah, it definitely comes a lot from either personal experience, or sometimes I would just get like inspiration from like other songs or like movies or stuff like that I'm like, I really love like the way that they formatted this, and like I'll just write a song about it. I for some reason get the most inspiration also when I'm driving. Like I can be in the car and like suddenly I'll just like have an idea, and like I have like over, not even exaggerating, I have like over 400 like voice memos in my phone of just like little songs that I'm like, maybe I'll use them, maybe I won't, but
yeah,
sometimes
you played a couple today.
Yeah.
What's your song list look like? I mean, how much music do you have written?
I do have a good amount on streaming platforms. A lot of the stuff before 2023 was all like produced by myself, like on GarageBand. So the songwriting like quality is there, but like the production is obviously not the best. But just this last year, I started like professionally producing my music. Like I have a producer now, and so like my latest 3 singles are all like definitely better quality than my self-produced stuff. But it's really exciting to like be in that next step. Like I'm no longer like recording songs in my bedroom. I'm like recording in like a studio, which is crazy.
And we know you're coming from Orlando, which again, thanks for making the drive over and making the trip. And there are a lot of talented guys out there. Who are you recording with? What studio are you recording at?
I'm actually recording with a studio in Tampa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like Madak. I never know how to pronounce it correctly, but yeah, I met them through Instagram, honestly, and like, so I have like the management I'm under is like Madak Management or something. I feel so bad if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But yeah, they're super cool, and like I started recording with them this last year, and like the last couple songs I put out were with them. But it's really crazy just to like thinking of like where I started to like where I am now is like a crazy experience.
That is the key, is not giving up, continuing on your musical journey.
Yeah.
How long have you been on the journey? How long have you been playing music for?
I would say most of my entire life, honestly, because I grew up doing like theater and like dance and stuff. But I started writing and like making my own music when I was probably 15, and then here
I was wondering too, just because you bring up the other things that you do. Do you play other instruments, or you mentioned like garage band? I know some people a lot of times will have backing tracks, or how deep do you usually go on some of this stuff?
I would say in the sense of like what instruments I can play, it really doesn't range very far. I can play the guitar and the ukulele. I started on the ukulele and then taught myself the guitar, sort of. But yeah, on GarageBand, I would try to play with like the other instruments, like the drums and like piano and stuff. I wouldn't say I'm very great, but you know what? I can make it work.
What was interesting too, listening to your songs, it's your typical, your hum and strum type of stuff, but they're actually pretty long, and there's some dynamic changes. There's a story that's told in some of them, and I can tell, for even just, your simple or seemingly simple, chord pattern or strumming, I like how you were able to tell a good story through those songs, and the lyrics really come through. So the songwriting is pretty good.
Thank you. That last one actually the last song I sang is called Abandoned Loners Only Navigate Embarrassment. Actually has a regular version and an extended version. I ended up singing the extended version just because it recently came out this month. And when I wrote it, like my producer was like, this is a little long. Like maybe we should split it and do like a radio edit and then the extended version, which was definitely a good idea. But it's so hard before that came out to like not completely go into the full song. Every time I perform it live, I'm like, I have to stop here. No one knows the rest of this exists. But yeah, sometimes I just get on a roll and like I just keep writing, like the story comes out how it's supposed to.
Yeah, even that short thing, I can tell, really got into that kind of storytelling. I'm glad that you did. I did want to hear more as you kept playing. And I'm happy about the guitar that you brought. I mean, me and Matt were kind of fans of things in black and white.
Really? Yeah.
And you said that you saw our vibe from the other podcast, so I think that was spot on.
Thank you. This is actually like my uncle gave me this guitar because I kind of grew up in like a very musical family. Like my grandfather and my uncle all play like instruments and stuff. So like my grandfather got me my first acoustic guitar, and then my uncle got me my electric. And it was like one of his old ones that he like handed me down to me. But yeah, so like I'm always surrounded by music. I grew up around music, so it's like, of course, that's what I do.
All right, so Killing in the Kitchen, you're available on all the streaming platforms. Do you have anything on like a social media presence? Where can people follow you and check out what you have going on? And then also, do you have anything coming up, any gigs you're playing or any albums coming out that you want to talk about, or singles?
Yeah, you can find me on all streaming platforms and social media at Killing the Kitchen. I'm mainly on Instagram and TikTok. I do have some stuff in the works, nothing official to announce yet on the sense of releasing music, but I did just release my song Abandoned Loners Only Navigate Embarrassment this year. And yeah, I have a couple gigs in Orlando if you're in the Orlando area, but if you follow me on social media, I'll announce it and keep you updated.
Awesome. Well, hopefully you get a chance to come over here and play in Tampa. We'd love to do a gig with you. Maybe we can get you into one of the spots that we're playing at. But again, thank you so very much for making the trip, making the drive. You were awesome. I loved the stuff. I feel like it's really going to connect with some of our fans. You got a lot of emotion and feeling behind your tunes, and that was a great shoot. Nice, smooth. You played right through. It was really, really good. And thanks for coming over and doing it.
Yeah, thank you very much. See you, everybody.
Boom.